Rush Duel is a fast-paced spin-off game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can summon as many monsters as you want and draw up to 5 cards each turn. In this series, me and the TheDrAlex progress through each Rush Duel product release and build decks with whatever cards were available at that time. We have been drafting characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime and have exclusive access to those characters' boss monsters, and will continue to draft characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush series. Join us as we continue to battle it out in this series, Rush Duel Character Draft. The High Grade Collection was released December 16th, 2023, and introduces support for specific anime archetypes, as well as a ton of reprints. Dark Executor Warlock can become Dark Magician, and by shuffling 10 spell cards back into the deck, can destroy a face-up monster. Flower Fan Clematis can protect itself from battle destruction and special summon a plant monster from the graveyard. Alex will get a new Galaxy Maximum in Super Galaxy King Lord of Galactica. He will also get new Blaze Fiend support in Blaze Fiend Overlord Lucilus, as well as some Summon Skull support in Skull Archfiend of Armageddon and Black Dragon Skull Archfiend. Alex will also get new Pyro support in Conduction Warrior Alchemicalizer Suirai, new Dark Galaxy support in Void Velger Chaos Machia, and finally, new Royal Rebel support, Royal Rebels Progressive. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game. This is Celeb Rose. So what we thought we'd do today is, since we've got a lot of new kind of generic Celeb Rose cards, we'd lean away from the darkness stuff and we'd focus more on the kind of good old school Celeb Rose cards. And the primary new interesting power card we got is Celeb Revelations. This is clearly the light version of Dark Revelation. When an opponent's monster declares an attack where you have a face-up light attribute spellcaster monster on your field, so this is the one thing that makes this card a little bit worse than Dark Revelation in my opinion, which is you need to actually have a light spellcaster monster on the field when you're attacked. Now that can be a bit annoying if your opponent uses Dark Hole or is able to wipe the board, but other than that, still pretty good. We can shuffle 1 face-up equipped spell card from your field or 4 light attribute spellcasters from your graveyard into the owner's deck. Now obviously a lot of the time we're just going to want to put our graveyard back into our deck rather than get rid of the equipped stuff from the field, but we can return up to 3 attack position monsters on your opponent's field to the owner's hand. Now that is extremely powerful because if we hit fusions with this, it just gets rid of them. Second, this gets around effects that prevent destruction. For anything that has the effect this card cannot be destroyed by trap cards, Celeb Revelation doesn't care, it will just get rid of it anyway. And also does have some niche use against maximums where you can throw all 3 pieces back into your opponent's hand. Now they will be able to summon it the following turn, but for that turn they have an open board, you can get at them directly, and the next turn they'll be drawing even less cards because they already have 3 in hand. So can be really, really powerful. And similarly, Compulsory Evacuation Device, our new legend card, very, very strong for basically the same reason. We can put a monster back into our opponent's hand, which on a fusion just gets rid of it. Maximums can be really good, and we can use this on face down cards, which is really, really good. As for the rest of the deck, we still basically have the same old tools. Wiz is fantastic. We have a new card in Enchanter, which is pretty good. We can shuffle 2 cards from our hand into the deck, special summon a light attribute spellcaster monster from your graveyard face up to your field in defense position. If you summon a level 5 or higher monster by its effect, you can add Fusion. The main way to use this is always going to be get back Witch, then take back Fusion, then use Witch effect to bring out Celeb Rose Magician. Then we have all 3. Bam, we have one of our Fusion monsters, which are really, really strong. We've decided to go with Mystical Elf as our legend monster because it is a light spellcaster. It does kind of fit in with the rest of the deck. A lot of our effects need us to have a critical mass of these, so we just wanted an extra one rather than just jamming in an Earth spellcaster like Gemini Elves, which is a bit wonky. Notably, the one thing we're not using is these new equip spells, and these do not inspire confidence in me. I'm not the biggest fan of these, which is they basically have an okay effect. For example, this one's 400 attack and gives piercing, which is fine. But then the other effect is if you fusion summon while you have a Celeb Rose Witch in your graveyard, the card equipped to this card can become Celeb Rose Witch, which is nice for consistency, but a little bit jank. I don't really want to fill my deck with just a ton of equip spells when basically Death Wand is amazing, does everything we need it to do, and is very searchable from the graveyard. So I think we'd just rather use these. But this is the deck, feeling very confident. Let's fire on in and see what Alex has got for us. Alright, well, last week we had a bit of an upset, I want to say, but the caveat to that is I played some of the lamest Rush I've played in a long time. So the only way to not die was to stall you out with a Floodgate, which is not my proudest moment, but at the very least, today is the last day I guess there's also tomorrow, but for us that doesn't really matter. That barrier statue is legal. And I will tell you now, I have not brought barrier statue this week. Last week I sided it, and I brought it in because it was, specifically good into that matchup. I'm actually pretty sure this week it would also be a really good side deck card against you, but I've opted to not bring it, just because I don't want a repeat of last week.
Okay.
I am fully expecting you to be on the Summon Skull stuff. That's like I feel like it's weird to me you haven't brought it already when it seems so up your alley. So I think you've been like fiending to get at that deck. I think realistically, just the Royal Rebels were more appealing, and the Light Galaxy Maximum, it's a new Maximum. Everyone wants to play with their new Maximum toy. Obviously, the other deck I think you could be bringing is Blaze Fiend, but I would be surprised if you brought that over the Summon Skull stuff. So that's what I think you're going to be on. I don't know if you have any prediction of what you think I'm going to be on.
No, I think you've used your new stuff from this set, so...
I do still have one archetype left, which, I mean, is what I'm on. So I guess, should we just hop in and then you can see what I'm on?
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, let's jump in. And I will be going first. Now, will I reveal to you what I'm on right now? It doesn't look like it with this hand. We're going to set, and pass.
Okay. I'm going to set that and summon
the TheDrAlex. No monster in your field, just summon this card from your hand face up to your field. So we could have done that, I guess, but don't need to. Activate the top 4 cards of your deck, you can add Meteor Dragon or Meteor Flare Fusion to your hand.
Good battle.
And you have killed my Celeb Rose Mage.
Ah.
We've got more Celeb Rose stuff. Okay, we'll start with Legend Magician, who is a light spellcaster. This kind of its home deck. I guess we will send Legend Magician to grave. Then I'm going to summon Legend Magician. And we're going to activate Legend Magician effect. Well, that was anticlimactic. Next up, we are going to tribute both and summon out Celeb Rose Magician. Then, I think I'm just going to set this, go straight to battle, and we will try to attack over for 300. Which looks like we do, which is quite nice. Yep. We'll pass on that. That's the thing with these fusion-based decks, is they don't tend to run a lot of back row, because you can't really fit it in with consistency cards, plus fusion spells, plus legend, and then all of a sudden you just have so many spell traps. Plus back row hate if you want that. It's the boy.
Little boy.
We'll take that back, tribute them out again, then we're going to whiff the effect again. Oh, the Meteor Dragon.
It is.
Now the question is it actually useful in the hand or not? Looks like it is. So Meteor Dragon plus Meteor Drake makes Meteor Swarm Dragon. Special summon an Earth attribute dragon that must go up with 1800 attack from your graveyard to a field face at defense position, which means you could then use its effect again, or take the other one and use it as a different a fusion material, that's the word.
Synchro would be interesting, wouldn't it?
I don't know if Synchro is going to come to Rush. It's a weird one. I feel like that's where we pivoted pretty hard. I wouldn't be surprised if Ritual came in a very different form, but I think Synchro might be a bit weird.
Yeah, like we've already got Blackluster, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like a different card type, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
I also wouldn't be surprised if they lived in the extra deck. And it was like you just play, you main deck the spell, use that, and then summon it from the extra deck. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, certainly make ritual monsters better, wouldn't it? If they were extra deck monsters.
Yeah, I mean, because the reason ritual monsters suck right now is you need to find both pieces to your hand, which means you just have to print a load of consistency cards for them. But basically, it would just be like tributing 2 monsters, except you could tribute 1 very high-level monster instead.
Okay, let's set. Go to battle, and see if we can get over this.
Do I want this to happen? Yes. I don't think protecting this is worth it when it's not actually doing anything for me right now. Right, let's start with activating our new legend card, Hammer Shot.
Oof.
And just bonking that Meteor Swarm Dragon on the head. Alright, we will simply normal summon Celebro's Enchanter, whose effect I'm not going to use. Then I'm going to summon out Celebro's Mage, who is not live. So do not... Oh, I do have Celebro's Magician in the graveyard. But I don't have either of the other cards to take back.
Fusion.
So we're just going to tribute them both and get out Celebro's Magician. Then I'm going to flip up my Sorcerer. I'm going to set 2 cards to the back row. Go to battle, and then we will try to attack into Drake with Sorcerer.
I'm going to Meteor Fall here.
The attacking monster is 1000 attack to the end of the turn. Then you can set 1 Meteor Fusion from your graveyard, which you couldn't because you didn't have room. And we'll try again. Yeah, because the card doesn't go to the graveyard till it's finished resolving. There wasn't any room to set it.
Indeed. I'll do this. Whoop. Draw an additional.
Okay.
The old Legend Magician. Graceful would have been nice.
You got the Red Eyes Moon Dragon in the grave. And the Skull Archfiend of Armageddon in the graveyard as well. Whose name is now Summon Skull.
We will normal summon out Flash Change Mirror.
Okay.
Put the Legend Magician on the bottom. Get this boy out.
Okay, so now he's back to being Skull Archfiend of Armageddon until you discard a card. It's Meteor Dragon. I'm assuming these two have a fusion now.
They don't. We only got the retrain of Black Skull.
Well, here we are going to use our new trap card, my Celeb Revelation. So you know Dark Revelation. Now we have a Revelation as well. Isn't that fun?
Turn up to 3 10. Ooh.
I guess to put these back. And then I can put both of these back in your hand.
Oh, that was mean.
Yes. The reason I really like this card specifically is because it gets around can't be destroyed by trap cards.
Yeah.
Which is really good in the right situation. The problem is I still do not have the capacity to create a fusion summon, Alex. And my deck wants to fusion summon. Right, let's rock and roll. We will summon Braid Blade Reader. We're going to go ahead and activate its effect. I'm going to send Death Wand to the graveyard. And then take back Death Wand to my hand.
Mystical Elf.
It's the Mystical Elf. Next up, we're going to activate my Celebro's Sorcerer. And I'm going to send all 3 monsters to the graveyard. Bring back Celebro's Witch. We will activate Witch effect. And I will be sending Blade Braid Reader to grave. And summoning out Celebro's Magician. Next up, I'm going to activate the Legend Strike. And bring back Legend Magician. And we will pop this. Then activate Legend Magician. And we will send... I don't want to keep both of these because it doesn't matter. We'll send that. Now, do I want my Legend Normal Monster back in my hand? I would like to plus, but I don't really get anything from it right now. So I don't think I do. Next up, we're going to use Fusion. Look at all of these choices I have. Who do I want to make? I guess probably you. So I will combine my 2 monsters together and create my Celebro's Luxury Magicians. So I can special summon level 9 or lower light attribute spellcast type monster from my graveyard to my field in face at defense position. Then, if this card is equipped with an equipped spell card, it can make 2 attacks on monsters. So we will give it a little equipped spell. And we will activate its effect to bring something back, which for now might as well be Celebro's Magician. Now, I am not brave enough to think that my Legend Magician can guaranteed get over your defense monster. So, I am just going to attack it with a 42. And then we will get in for 11. And that'll do it. Ooh, it's the Satellite Medic. Such a weird card. I don't know why they decided to make this a Rocket Warrior retrain. Okay, so we get the Meteor Flare fusion back. Tribute out Meteor Drake with Meteor Drake effect. Then we fusion. He comes back, uses effect. Bring back Drake, Drake effect.
Yeah.
Going for the damage, okay. Now, behold. Legend Strike. We'll bring back Legend Magician, and we'll pop this. Oh, I've just seen the mistake I've made there. That's annoying. I mean, I really want to get rid of the back row. Well, I guess it's... Although it is a mistake, it was probably for the best. Because that means I cannot use my Luxury Magician's effect anymore. So we will just change this to attack. I will then go straight to the battle phase. And we will attack.
Oof.
And then we will attack. Then we'll get him for 21. And I will pass.
Yeah, you need a good draw here.
That's a slightly lighter art than mine.
Yeah, it's the new alt.
Doesn't look much different. See, it's like a bit more particly.
Activate Legend Strike.
Okay, so we have the moon. So now when it fuses, it will be treated as a red eyes. Chip, put something back in your hand. So these two fuse together. One, two, three, four. Skull Archfiend of Armageddon. Ow. How much damage is that? That's 17, right? So if I activate this, bring this back, go straight to battle, and then should be able to swing over this, and then yeah, get in for 11. Oh, yeah, you unfortunately did not find the legend, I assume is what you were actually digging for primarily.
Yeah, looking for Red Eyes for so long.
Yeah, I mean, at least you have a lot of cards that become Red Eyes, unlike, you know, Dark Magician, for example, who's just like, I just need to find my one of Dark Magician, please. But we'll see what happens in game 2.
I'll go first. Let's see.
Aye, Captain.
D-block.
That's pretty good. I don't think I can really challenge you all that much. Let's summon out Legend Magician. Then my Legend Magician is going to use its effect. Ugh. I mean, we are going to send something, but I guess Enchanter can go to the grave. Then we'll set. I guess we'll do this. I'll summon out my Celebro's Wiz and activate its effect. So I can reveal a card from my hand. So that would be my Celebro's Mage. Then I mill 4, and I can add a card back to my hand. So I'll add the Fusion. I guess in retrospect now, I should have used Legend Magician second. But we will then set, go to battle, and I will swing and see what this is. And then we'll swing and see what this is. Excellent. Then we'll pass. How you beat my board of a 1,100 and a 1,000 attacker. Well, we already have hit 2 things we can take. You have a choice to make. Okay, what are we making? It's Swarm Dragon again. Your favorite.
He's the one I can make the easiest.
Well, on top of that, his effect is like decent, right? Just +1 body, and the body can +1 you.
Yes, let's.
Le Strike.
Oh,
It's the Skull Archfiend of Armageddon. Ow. And ow. Okay, we lost a few more life points than we would like to, but that's fine. I think we always start with Legend Magician. We'll activate the effect. 2, 3... no monsters, okay. I can still take back a Legend Monster, which I guess I will here. I'll take that Mystical Elf. Next up, we're going to fire off our Legend Strike. And we're going to bring back Legend Magician. We're going to use its effect to pop one of your back row. It's probably a good hit, as long as your other one isn't a Mirror Force. We'll activate the effect again. Yeah, not what I'm looking for, but we will send it to the grave. Flip summon my Celebro's Mage. Okay, we will tribute 2 to summon out Celebro's Magician. Then, I will normal summon my Celebro's Mage, activate its effect, take back my Death Wand, activate Death Wand, targeting my Celebro's Magician, activate its effect, send this to grave, and pop this. Then all I can really do is set and pass. There was a different line I had that I was gonna do, but we didn't get what we needed. But putting the Mystical Elf back in my hand was a bit of a brick.
Well, I got Legend Strike.
Okay.
Take that. This. Activate the effect.
Okie dokie.
Grab Flare Fusion. What? Oh, because I've got to activate Disguise effect.
Mm-hmm. He's back.
Sort of put you in attack mode. Hang on.
Oh, okay. So this is the new go, right? Black Dragon Skull Archfiend. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. All face-up monsters on your field gain 5 attack to the end of this turn. Then you can destroy all face-up monsters with 3,100 or less attack on your opponent's field. Okay.
Yeah, he's a bit nuts. I could have had both these guys in attack. Never mind.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better. Nah, you totally could have just killed me there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, but nah, I was totally dead. So we'll normal summon Celebro's Wiz. We'll activate the effect. I can reveal a light attribute spellcaster to you. So I guess, look, it's a Mystical Elf. Ooh.
Ooh.
And then I can add Celebro's Witch to my hand. Next up, we will... Okay, we'll summon out Blade Braid Reader. Play its effect. We will discard the Mystical Elf. And we can add a Charis Magic Scepter Death Wand. Then we tribute to summon out the Celebro's Witch. We can activate its effect to discard a card. In this case, it will be the Enchanter to get back the Magician. Then we can activate our Fusion and create everyone's favorite Luxury Magicians. We can then give Luxury Magicians a little stick and then activate Luxury Magicians and return to the field. Guess it might as well just be Celebro's Magician. We'll set, go to battle, then we will attack Medic. Then we will attempt to attack into your Archfiend. And then we'll pass.
Okay.
Oh, there's a Red Eyes. Which means it can go straight into your hand if you want it there.
I think I do.
Okay, dokie. Oh, it's the Medic. It's so cool that you can just keep recycling this card. It's the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Swap those around. His effect discards a card. Use that to fuse them together, but then how are you outing the Luxury Magicians? Well, we do have the Revelation.
Damn it. Yeah, there's no outing. If I don't have any spell prep restriction, there's no outing that Luxury Magicians.
Yeah, it's literally pop that. What? So I know. Obviously I've now seen what you had, so you couldn't do it. But what I was hoping was going to happen was you'd use Flare Fusion to make Black Skull Dragon, no, Black Meteor Dragon, whatever it is. To use the second effect of Flare Fusion to pop my Death Wand, and then have enough cards left to do another fusion afterwards. But that was like so many cards that I was like, I don't think that's possible. Yeah. Well, we will tribute to summon. We'll drop our fusion. And just make this in. Then I guess we will summon into tribute summon. Then battle phase and hope that you don't have anything. Ugh! Well, this one gets to live, but it's not enough to kill you. And then we'll pass. Ooh, it's a good start. Okay, magical stone. Comes the strike. Could summon Red Eyes and still get the pop. Or could get Legend Magician, get the pop, and then put Red Eyes back in hand. Ooh, we got the Celeb Revelation. Can't speak today. Right, can we draw the outs? Alright, we will summon Legend Magician, activate its effect. 1, 2, 3. And I will send Rose Witch to the grave. Then I will add Mystical Elf back. Then I will summon Elf. Tribute both to summon out the Celebrose Magician. Then I can use Luxury Magicians to bring back her. Set 2, go to battle. We can swing over. And because it can attack twice, we can kill this one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a very, very close one, though. There were several points there where I was like, man, if Alex just has the hand, I'm just straight up dead. Did you?
Yeah, I don't know how I get out of that situation.
Yeah, I think it's one of those.
Not being able to pack that wand.
Yeah, I think it's one of those like times where like having a really robust side deck can really come into it, right? Because I was sat there like, oh man, if Alex just had like Heavy Storm, he outsaid this really, really easily. Yeah, but there's sometimes you just need more like back row hate, right? It's a tricky one though, because a lot of the time you'll find that Legend Strike is just enough, right? Did you want to play game 3, or you can just call it there if you want?
Yeah, let's do a game 3. Go first.
Okie dokie.
And we get to...
Oh, whole hand empty. Okay. Okay. I see you. I'll start with Legend Magician. We'll just use its effect and see if we can't get something interesting in the graveyard. Those are interesting cards. I suppose we'll send Celebrose Magician to grave here. Then I'm going to set 1, 2, 3 back row, go to battle, and we will swing into this. And it will not be a medic. Nice. Then we'll pass. The normal summon of Meteorite Dragon's Chick. Do I respond? No, of course I'm not going to respond to that. Okay, so we've got the Flare Fusion. Pretty early, might add. Red Eyes Moon Dragon. Ooh, okay. So now you have to choose which one you make here, right? Oh, okay, we straight up have this guy. Well, Alex, it's time for me to reveal to you my legend card. Behold, compulsory evacuation device.
Okay.
You're gonna make another one. Ooh.
Nope.
Very interesting. So we swapped the legend out. Trying to
Yeah, I
see
thought
what
I'd give
sticks.
the other one a go.
I assume there is a better one to use, but I could not tell you what it is. I guess it depends if there's more cards or easier cards to turn themselves into Red Eyes or turn themselves into Summon Skull. Well, I finally, after 3 games, got to see my compulsory evacuation device. We actually got to see this brand new legend card. My 1300 defense Blade Reader. Alright, we will start by normal summoning Celebro's Whiz. We'll activate its effect and reveal to you Celebro's Whiz. Now we mill 4, and then we can add a card to our hand. So we will add Fusion. Then I'm going to summon Celebro's Whiz, activate its effect. I will reveal a Celebro's Magician in my hand, mill some cards, and then I will add Celebro's Magician to my hand. Next up, we're going to activate Blade Reader, and I'm going to discard Fusion, mill 3, and then add an equip spell from my graveyard to my hand. I guess we will Tribute 2 and summon out the Celebro's Magician. Next up, I'm going to activate my Charis Magic Elegant Change and discard a second Celebro's Magician to draw some cards. Then I will Tribute to summon out Celebro's Witch. Following this, we will go ahead and activate our Fusion, combine them together, and make Luxury Magicians again. We're going to give it its little stick. We're going to set a back row, activate its effect, which will bring back... I think we're just going to bring you back, right? Is there a reason to bring you back? I'm just going to bring back you. Go to battle. We will attempt to attack.
Someone got this one.
That's pretty big. I actually think it's better to attack the medic because that's guaranteed you get fusion back.
Ooh.
Okay. He's back, baby.
Activate its effect. Activate the Flare Fusion.
You're going to finally summon a vanilla and get the pop. He's going to summon the vanilla and get the pop.
Yes. This.
Okay, we can beat this board. This is fine. We will start with hammer shot. Get rid of your guy. So we'll drop the Legend Strike. We will bring back the Legend Magician. And we're going to pop this. Then we can activate Legend Magician effect. And we will send Blade Reader. I guess I want to do this. We'll activate Charis Magic Elegant Change. I'm going to discard Celebro's Witch and draw 2. Then I'm going to summon out Blade Reader, activate its effect. I can send Enchanter to grave, and then I can take an equip spell back. I will Tribute to summon out Rose Witch, activate Witch effect, and I will send a card to take back Celebro's Magician, bring it out. Then I'm going to give my Celebro's Magician a little stick. We're going to go ahead and fire off the effect. Get rid of our stick to get rid of this. Then we'll go battle. And we will attempt to attack. And then get the 16. And then we'll pass on that.
Well.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
this.
Meteor Flare Fusion.
Activate.
Okay.
Boop, boop. Boop.
Gets a pop. And you hit Celeb Revelation.
Set this. Go to battle. That's 1900, isn't it?
Maybe.
Ooh.
Nice. Well, it was nice that we got to see what... I mean, I guess it's weird to say, right? But I think we actually got to see what your deck did all 3 games. It's really hard to out a Towers, right?
Yeah.
Both decks are really, really cool, though, I think. My deck, I'm not using as many of the new cards, because the new cards, a lot of them are kind of a bit mid, in my opinion. But for you, we obviously got to see just how powerful the new cards you've got are. You have a lot of cards that can change their name to be either Red Eyes or Summon Skull. You have a lot of ways that facilitate, like, plussing or guaranteeing that you get back your fusion. You have things like your Skull Archfiend of Armageddon, who can both become Summon Skull, as well as can bring back either a Meteor Dragon or a Red Eyes from the graveyard, which is very, very cool. Rocket Satellite Medic, I actually think was probably the MVP here. Just being able to keep bringing back Meteor Flare Fusion every turn is pretty gross. I'm actually not the biggest fan of your new boss monster, to be honest. The ability to pop monsters that have less than 3100 attack and give your guys a boost is decent. But maybe it was just because I kept summoning out a 200 attacker. I was just like, I mean, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, useless against most fusion monsters, isn't it?
Well, I don't know about most, but a lot of them, right? Like, because there's a lot of fusion monsters which cap out at 3000. There's a decent amount that have under 3000 attack. It's just a lot of, like, the big, scary ones just have more. I mean, just look at Meteor Black Dragon, who's on the field right now, right? He's a big, beefy boy. As for my deck, we got to see a lot of the new stuff that we're playing. I didn't really do much with my Celebros Enchanter, but that's because its effect is a little bit awkward, having to shuffle 2 cards from my hand into the deck. But it does basically set up for just more fusion plays, which is pretty cool. The other new kind of standout card is obviously the new trap card, Celeb Revelation, which is kind of bonkers. Being able to return up to 3 attack position monsters from your opponent's field to the hand is really good. There is a lot of situations where you will just get absolutely murked by a maximum or a fusion, and being able to put it all back in the hand is really, really good. Obviously, a fusion is the absolute best thing to hit with this, because it basically makes it go away and gets around destruction effects. But even putting a maximum back to the hand, if you're able to set up anything to stop that maximum from just killing you the following turn, you basically bricked up your opponent's hand and saying they're drawing less cards next turn, which can be good in the right situation. Obviously, you know, not always good. But yeah, it was cool. I think the main thing with the Celebros deck now is it's always felt like it's a self-milling deck, right? You want to just mill your entire deck into the graveyard, toolbox the heck out of it, keep bringing stuff back, get fusion back, get equip spells back, and the deck feels like it's just got more tools to do what it's already good at. So it just feels like it's just getting nothing but stronger. And even though there's a few new equip spells that I didn't play today, because the new equip spells are a bit weird. They're like, equipped to a monster, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. And then, like, if you use it as a fusion, you can treat it as, like, Celebros Witch or Celebros Magician, depending on, you know, which equip spell you're using. And I'm like, I get what they're going for, but, like, I don't want to give up a monster plus an equip spell for a fusion, right? Especially when there are so many ways to cheat out Witch or Magician that don't require me to just lose an extra card. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of them. Also, a lot of the time, they're not going to do anything, like, unless you're exactly using them for the fusion, or you exactly need the situational effect they bestow. It's like, I don't really like those cards personally. But this was quite a good one. I had a good time. GG, buddy.
GG.